Welcome students of Standard 8. Today I am going to discuss about cell referencing of your second chapter. Now, what is cell referencing? You know that each cell in a worksheet is identified by its cell address. Now, what is the cell address? It is basically the column, it's a combination of column letter and a row number. So when we combine this column letter and the row number together, that is known as a cell address. When this cell address is expressed in a formula, when it is used in a formula, then it is known as cell referencing. So now there are different types of cell referencing. The first one is your relative referencing, second is your absolute referencing, and the third one is your mixed referencing. Let us begin with the first one, that is relative referencing. In this type of referencing, in the formula, the relative position of the cell, like in this case, it is A2 to C2. Okay, A2 to C2. These are the thing what we call the formula that has been taken over here as equal to sum A2 to C2, okay, is used. And then when this particular formula is copied using a fill handle, that is dark plus sign, when you copy this, left click of your mouse button, drag it down and release it, what happens? The copy of this, the formula is it gets copied into these numerous cells or the corresponding cells. And as a result, what happens, once the formula is copied relative to the position of this A2 to C2, in this case, then what happens, you get, in the second case, you get your A3 to C3, then similarly you get A4 to C4 gets copied over here, and the result is obtained. Then the second one is your absolute referencing. In case of absolute referencing, one of the cell is kept as absolute. Okay, like in this case, if you look at this particular structure, in this structure, E4 that contains 15 as the value. Here the 15 is the value here. So E4 is kept as absolute. Now how to write an absolute formula? Here it is this way. That is $E$4. The moment we use a dollar before the column letter and the row number, then it becomes absolute. So then as a result, what happens here, when we use A2 means 50 into $E$4, that means 15. So 50 into 15 will give you 750. So 750 is stored in D2. Okay. Then comes to D3. Alright. When D3 is here, then the same case, that is A2, A3 in this case, A3 into $E$4. Then in this case you get 450. That means 30 into 15 gives you 450. Then another one is, the next one, that is A4. A4 into $E$4. That means 15. So then what happens here? It gives you 60 into 15 gives you 900. So this is how the absolute referencing is carried out. That means one of the cell is kept as absolute, and while the rest keeps on, following the same, taking the same absolute value and keeps on calculating, that is rate into this particular quantity we are taking. Right? So if I take it this way, 50 into 20, then in that case what happens, 30 into 40, 60 into 30, that becomes a relative referencing. Then the next one is your mixed referencing. Now what is mixed referencing basically? It is a combination of relative referencing and absolute referencing, where one of the cell is kept as absolute while the other is kept as relative. So when we combine them together, then it becomes a mixed referencing. Now let us see over here in this case. If you notice here, this way, that is $B$1 is kept as absolute. $B$1. Okay, that means Dollar B is what? Dollar B and dollar 1 is what? 12. So 12 is kept as absolute, while the other cells are kept as relative. Okay, so when you associate a relative cell with absolute in a mixed referencing, in such cases, the row number of the relative cell should always contain a dollar sign. It should always be preceded by a dollar sign. Like in this case, like row number is your 2, so it is $2. Row number is 2 over here, again $2. Again it is 2, so it is $2. So now what happens then in this case? That is dollar B, dollar 1. So dollar B, dollar 1, that is 12, is kept as absolute in all the three cases. And then in the first case it is multiplied with B dollar 2. What is B dollar 2? That is relative part. So the relative part is your 8. So 12, 8 is 96 is the result we are copying in this part. This one, 96. Then again what happens? 12 is kept as reserve, that is as an absolute value. It goes into this one, that is relative 10. So 12 tens are 120. This is the answer that you get. And then finally what happens? We have D dollar 2. So D dollar 2, that is which is 5. So D dollar 2 is your 5. So what happens now? Now these are not, you need not have to write the value. I have just given an example in this case. This is the actual value. The way that is the formula. You need not have to write this as a formula. And these are the values that I have shown. So you just have to write over here dollar B dollar 1, which is 12, into dollar, that is D dollar 2. So the moment you write this way D dollar 2, then what happens? It multiplies, that is absolute value is 12 and D2 is your 5. So it multiplies with 5 and gives you the result over here as 60. So this is what is all about your cell referencing. I hope you have understood. In case you have any problem, anything like that, if you have any query, you want to ask any question, you can very well subscribe to the to the video, and you can comment on it. In case you have not understood, do write to me, write a question so that I can help you. I can answer your query. So till then, be safe, stay at home, enjoy your day. God bless you all.